If I just quote, if for example, Hume's dialogues containing natural religion, uh, skepticism originally arose from metaphysics and its lawless dialectic. So, if I quote Hume, so Hume is somehow in the skeptical scheme of things. The metaphysics which can be which is of skeptical metaphysics, apart from empirical metaphysics or apart from metaphysics which is somewhat related with theology, the lawless dialect means reasoning in a very random way and reasoning in a very contradictory. You are questioning the question, so that's part of that skeptical metaphysics. So if I just maybe there are some statements of Henry Bergson which I just quote them. So science and metaphysics come together in intuition. A truly intuitive philosophy would realize the much desired union of science and metaphysics, to put more science into metaphysics and more metaphysics into science. So the maybe when Kant said that is metaphysics possible, so he was dealing with an engagement or understanding of science which was going in a naturalistic way. So maybe Bergson would want to have just like mind is a materialized matter, the relation of mind and matter, so supernaturalizing the matter, how we can so this statement echoes that sensibility to some extent. So if I quote maybe if what is metaphysics by Bergson, when he says metaphysical intuition, although it can be obtained only through material knowledge, is quite other than mere summary or synthesis of that knowledge. It is distinct from these. We view it as the motor impulse is distinct from the power traversed by moving body, as the tension of spring is distinct from visible movement of the pendulum. In this sense, metaphysics has nothing in common with the generalization of facts, and nevertheless, it might be defined as an integral experience. So, in this sense, metaphysics has nothing in common with general, and nothing it might be defined as a. So it's not you're factualizing the content of knowledge. Maybe any process of theorization or hypothesization of any knowledge system should not be the other way around. You should not factualize a given theory to that extent. Your theory should maybe contained as a part of that pyramid. If the roots are there, if metaphysics is the root, maybe from those roots you should explain the trees and the branches and the fruits, and it should not be the other way around. So the maybe in the modern day understanding of sciences, which is heavily biased, not I'll say biased, is heavily dominated by these doing away fundamentally with the discourse of trying to just doing away with the metaphysical statements or metaphysics as such, smacks of a sort of shutting away from a very important debate where even the question of existence or the question of these metaphysics or the being, where you can ground beings or being or the being. So where we can locate the knowledge system as such. It's a very interesting question. It's a question which merits, although the question has maybe theological, philosophical, and other dimensions which cannot be the modern sensibility is somehow repugnant to this very the sensibility of our times is not maybe favorable to this thing, but as such the groundedness of being, how we can see it at least in the context of wonderment, of amazement, if philosophy is defined as that part, as an endeavor in that context, and different sciences or empirical approaches or other approaches towards knowledge are contextualized that way, still that question can be relevant.